Hi, Taylor T. Carlson here, and today we're looking at a new 4K release of one of the funniest films ever made. I, of course, refer to Some Like It Hot, directed by Billy Wilder and starring Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon. The film's screenplay was written by Wilder with IAL Diamond, and one of the most famous, funniest movies ever made, and I'm really happy to see we finally get a 4K release of this following the Criterion Collection's Blu-ray release a few years ago. We'll do our unboxing here, and right here we've got our cover art. Gets the job done. And as you can see on the package, it includes a 4K disc of the movie and a special features Blu-ray. Sadly, there is no copy of the movie that's on Blu-ray included. That would have been nice to have. But there we got our film title, name of the director. Here's our spine text. I'm really glad to see Kino Lorber is really stepping up their game with these 4K releases. Back cover's got screenshots from the movie, description of the bonus features, summary of the plot, legalese, and of course our credits. Now let's pop off the slipcover. Underneath you largely have the same thing. Inside the packaging, we have our Blu-ray disc of bonus features and our 4K disc of the film. Some Like It Hot is the story of two struggling out-of-work musicians who find themselves on the run when they witness a mafia hit and several murders. Of course, the mob doesn't want to leave any witnesses, so the two find themselves on the run. They manage to find a music gig with a traveling band, but unfortunately, it's an all-female group, so they're forced to dress in drag to take the gig. On the road, they encounter several of their other bandmates, including the beautiful Sugar Cane, one of whom falls in love with and tries to woo her over by impersonating a millionaire playboy on the side. Meanwhile, our other hero has his own hands full because a dirty, wealthy old man falls in love with him. Will they manage to keep the charade up for long, or will the mafia find them and end their plans? Just from that summary, you can tell how ridiculous and hilarious this film is. It came out in 1959, but it's endured ever since as one of the funniest films ever made. Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon absolutely at the top of their game here. These two have had plenty of dramatic roles as well, but it's great to see them show off their comedic chops in a movie like this. And of course, Marilyn Monroe, always Hollywood's classic sex symbol, absolutely beautiful, great to look at. And of course, we can get to see her singing a few songs in this because the movie takes place with a traveling band. I'm not going to get too into the plot details any more than I already have, but there's a reason this one perseveres and remains one of the funniest movies ever made. I'm somewhat ashamed to admit I didn't see this movie for the first time until just a few years ago, around the time that the Criterion Collection released their Blu-ray version. So, how does Some Like It Hot look on the 4K format? I'm happy to say that this disc looks amazing. This is what a classic film in 4K should absolutely look like. I mean, you've got the enhancements like HDR and Dolby Vision, and of course, they work wonders for a movie like this. I see all these posts on forums saying, oh, how is 4K going to help black and white films? Well, these are the kinds of movies that will shut up the naysayers. The deep, dark black levels and enhanced shadow detail, as well as the more vibrant brights, definitely stand out in this title. It's not only the best that this movie has ever looked, it's one of the best looking transfers I have ever seen of a film in the 4K format, period. Naturally, there are going to be a few shots here and there that look a little softer just because of the nature of the source material, but that's a very minor issue. This movie looks gorgeous in 4K, and it's an absolute must-own on the basis of the transfer alone. Sadly, as is the case with a lot of Criterion Blu-rays that have now been released in 4K by Kino, the Criterion exclusive features don't port over here, so don't sell your old Criterion copy just yet. Fortunately, there are a lot of older bonus features that do get ported over on the special features Blu-ray, so if you do want to learn more about the movie, there's a lot of interesting stuff to be had here. Are you a fan of Some Like It Hot? Is this one of your favorite comedies of all time? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, be sure you subscribe to my channel for more content because I'm always posting new videos. And make sure to give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. See you next time.